Growing up, one of my favorite things to do as a kid was play with my train set. My train set was amazing. I mean, just like you can see the tracks out here, I had a super duper train set where the track went all around this big wooden 2x4 table that my dad made me, and I made my own little world out of this. Trains were just like the coolest thing I have ever seen. I had little villages, I had little people, I had little houses. I even had a little Taco Bell on my train set and a little KFC. And I built a roller coaster and a little Jurassic Park inside too. It was amazing. I mean, I love my action figures, but my train was the most like coolest toy that I had. It actually had a little smoke that came out of it too, which was cool. So growing up, when other kids were outside playing basketball and playing with their toys and things like that, I was playing inside with my train track, and it was really cool. Good morning. So I love trains.
Okay. And one นะ picture แล้วต้องวันนะเดี๋ยวมีวันนะ
7-Eleven meals. It's a good source of protein. There you go. I give you the complimentary train water. Again, the orange juice. I finished the peanuts already. I finished the pickled mustard. Well, I think I'm set. Now we can enjoy this view as the sun goes down. Alright, so it's around 1 a.m. right now, and I'm gonna be a little bit quiet because everyone is asleep here. And I'm just kind of making my way through the train to show you the different sections. You just push this button on the doors and the doors open. But it's quite cozy experience. If you know anything about trains, especially sleeper trains, at this time, everyone is basically asleep or getting to sleep. Excuse me. Another thing about sleeper trains is they're cold. It's freezing. I would say that they keep it cold like this because excuse me, of all the people. But it's so cold that it causes you to be cold. Alright, this guy's telling me to be quiet because he's sleeping. He's mopping the floor. So let's be quiet. I'm gonna get down into this section over here, and I'll actually talk to you just a little bit more. Right now. It's alright, I can get a little bit louder now. I'm with the super air conditioned bathroom zone. like I said, it's very cold on trains. The one thing that I would recommend is definitely bring a couple extra pillows, maybe a neck pillow. Bring some kind of entertainment for yourself. A lot of people like to read books. I like audiobooks, so I would definitely suggest you have an audiobook and try to get a berth that has, excuse me, try to get a berth that has a plug, because if you don't have a plug and you don't have any juice on your batteries or anything, you're going to have a tough time with your devices. Now again, if you bring an old-fashioned book, you're just going to be able to read your book, no problem. But for those who did not bring a book, excuse me, it's freezing in here. For those of you that did not bring a book, then you are going to have to rely on your devices and your battery time and your power. Anyway, bring an extra power bank and you should be okay. Alright, so let's get in here, and it is going to be pretty much bedtime, and that's it. As they say in Swahili, lala salama.
One of the cool things about it is that there's an atmosphere on a train that is unmatched by anything that you know. It's not like a airplane. It's not like a car or caravan. It's not like a boat. It's just got this certain aura about it and a certain vibe that again, it's unmatched. It's a train. I loved trains so much as a kid. To be riding a train right now is like a super duper fun experience.
So this is my bed right behind me. So let's be quiet. It's time to go to bed. Thing about these trains is that it's very noisy. The German word for noise is actually poltergeist. I mean, it also means ghost. But it's weird because you see people like walking by and you hear people moving. And you see little flashes of lights here and there. So it's very noisy. If you're not a heavy sleeper, then you're gonna have trouble on this train. That's all I can say. Now, me, I'm enjoying this whole experience because, one, like I said before, I love trains. And two, there's just something about being on a train or being on a flight that you know that you have that feeling when you wake up you're going to be in a new destination, you're going to be in a new place, and I love that feeling. I love that, like, wow, we're on a journey, we're on a mission. It gives me real like Indiana Jones vibes when I'm on a train or when I'm in a plane, because we're going to a new adventure. I'm going somewhere that's going to be like this new place I've never been. But in this case, I'm going to Chiang Mai. And this is where I actually started the Baba Chi series. So I'm actually going back somewhere that I've been before. And I love Chiang Mai. I think one of the first things I'm going to do when I get into Chiang Mai is grab a bowl of khao soy, which is arguably my favorite soup. And like you saw, I didn't have like a big meal before this sleeping on the train. I mean, they have meals here. Again, I'm vegan, so I don't have really very many options.
she offered me some like sauteed vegetables and something, but I'd rather just snack on little snacks that I brought, eat this little 7-Eleven pad krapao, and I also got a little like piece of pickled mustard. So I think that is going to be sufficient for this night's sleep. And yeah, I think it's time to get a little shut-eye now. All right. Good night. All right, well, you can see that I couldn't quite get a good night's sleep, but I did manage to get a little bit of shut-eye. It's around 4 o'clock in the morning right now. I heard somebody like walking or doing something, and I jolted out of my sleep. But I'm listening to an audiobook right now, and what Mark Twain says is that a good book, good friends, and a sleepy consciousness is the ideal life. And I believe that's true, I believe that's true. And although I'm not surrounded by a bunch of friends, I do have to say I do have a sleepy consciousness and a good book. And yeah, it feels good. So again, one thing you'll know about trains is that it is very, very loud. You're gonna hear brake pads screeching. You're gonna hear the doors cringing, moving, people snoring if they snore, and people talking like me if you record videos in the middle of the night like a crazy person. But yeah, I just want you guys to come along with this experience with me. It's really cool. Like I say again, I love trains. There's something that was always in my life growing up. And when you're traveling, planes, trains, and automobiles, that's the way of travel. So tips that I would give you again as people trying to board a train is definitely bring pillows, definitely bring an audiobook or a book. On this train they do provide meals. I wouldn't say the meals are like that wow, but to me the food that they bring by it reminds me of like bowling alley French fries. And yeah, you're in Thailand, you can find some good food, but I would suggest you bring your food on the train. Again, it's a sleeper train, so you can bring your food on. If it's around 6 o'clock when you board, you can eat around 7 o'clock, and then that's it. Also, stop by your local 7-Eleven or convenience store and grab some snacks. And they provide you with water. It depends on how much water you drink. But yeah, that's it. That's my tips. Grab a neck pillow, a little comfortable blanket. They provide you with pillows and blankets and stuff like that, but if you have a particular blanket you like, bring that. Like I have my own little blanket, plus I have a neck pillow, plus I have a little stuffy that I use to go to sleep. And this is also an extra pillow of mine here. This is my pillow that I bring. But yeah. So again, let's try to get some sleep right now, and I'll see you in the morning. Start off the day with a good old-fashioned toothbrushing. I'm waking up in the morning. I'm
brushing my teeth like a responsible adult. And I'm joined by this gentleman because when you're on a sleeper train, you are sharing space with people. Where are you from? Belgium. Belgium. That's where they make waffles. All right. So. I need to get the electric toothbrush, huh? It's a lot easier. The shaking of the train and everything. This works, but this electric one seems to be doing the job better. All right, and now it's time to go. Trains. And on that note, join me for more amazing adventures from around the world. And now Chiang Mai. You thought airports were loud? Train stations are even louder. Maybe because you can hear the engine from the train closer than you can hear the jet propeller engine in an airport. But this is it. Finally reached Chiang Mai. And I love this city. Again, this is where Baba Chicha's Big Adventure started. And I'm finally back. So let's go. Chiang Mai.
每人20泰铢，空调车和